You're right, love.
I'm more Trout.
Yeah, I know that. I meant, are you up to making the identification?
The what?
Identification?
Why are you shouting? There are people at rest in there. Poor dear. He doesn't look very well, does he?
Mrs. Trout, is it your grandson?
Well, he was never as pale as that, and he's lost a lot of weight too, poor soul. Oh, I am glad our Ethel isn't alive to see him like that.
Look, love, is it your grandson, Albert Trout?
Well, it must be, mustn't it? There can't be two like my Albert, can there?
How long have you been managing this place?
About a year.
Funny old job for a woman, isn't it?
Is it?
Well, I'm sorry, but you know.
Yeah, I know. I used to work in the rat race of the music business. Record publishing. It's rampant male chauvinism wherever we laid his coattail.
I suppose a humble appeal to go out for a quiet drink after this place closes is out of the question, eh?
Everywhere will be shut.
My flat isn't.
You bastard.
This is back in the charts, isn't it?
It's in the 30s, and it's climbing fast.
It's amazing what dying can do to a singer's future career, isn't it?
Don't be so wicked. Actually, you know, it's rather a shame. With the right management, he could have made the big time. But he's rather good, don't you think?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. I'm more your Eric Clapton man myself.
Wait, be that for alone, mate. Oh, hold on, here we go.
Wait, chaps. Come on, come on.
I'd like to know where you keep copying these from, Arthur.
Well, I'm likely to tell you, aren't I?
Think I go direct and cut you out of your corner, do you?
We would, wouldn't we?
Blimey. This one must have been cut from an old 78. Yeah, well, no one listens to that crap anymore.
Freddie, how could you? This man once had an audience with a pope.
About the only audience he ever got.
Hey, that cotchel comes as a job lot, you know, the good with the bad.
Yeah, I know. But there's no point in upping stuff I don't want, is there?
You all right? Yeah, I'm all right. Come in. All right.
I have to tell you, this is not the sort of investigation I relish, Mellish.
Oh, not me, Gav.
Well, it's your bloody fault, isn't it? And if you hadn't told the governor yesterday that you weren't sure the old dear didn't seem too sure, I wouldn't have got lumbered with it, would I? And now to cap it all, the press are onto it.
Well, the identification shouldn't be too difficult to sort out, Gov. All we've got to do is find a couple of people who knew the geezer well enough to confirm who he was.
People don't like looking at dead bodies, Mellish. I don't like it. Disturbs my sense of immortality.
Hey, Bill, what are these?
Oh, it's a couple of old 24-track master tapes. What I use in the studio to make the records on. Yeah, a couple of no-hope groups who've laid some tracks down and never see the light of day.
Bit of a waste of money, innit?
Well, they don't think so when they do it.
What happens to them?
Nothing. Just gather dust till someone decides to sling them out.
God.
Oh, sod it. Look, the gear's over here.
Yeah, I'll be on my bike now.
Yeah, all right.
Thanks a lot, mate.
Yeah, ta-da. Hello.
You haven't seen the trades?
Not yet.
Zach's jumped from 34 to 17 in 1 week. Fiona in the press office is freaking out. She's been inundated with calls. Half of Europe want it. We could go gold.
That's nice, Lindsay.
Oh, it's not bad, is it? Record News want to do an article on Zach and the band. And we've had 2 offers from majors in the States. God, what a time for that neurotic to die. Well, I only meant...
If he hadn't, there wouldn't be any Zach Zola revival, would there? Yes?
Cyril Ash is on his way in, sir. I tried to stop him, but...
It's all right, they're here now.
Just a thought. But what if we try and find a Zach clone and produce a new video? We might be able to organise a kind of Buddy Holly thing all over again. Do you mind? We happen to be in conference here.
Shut it, Ponce.
Eh?
All right, George. Sorry about the intrusion, John. You and I ought to have a private conversation.
Yeah, after Mr. Sutton and I have finished, if you don't mind.
All right, Lindsay, I'll deal with this. We'll talk later, OK?
Oh, yeah, but John...
Lindsay, please.
If that's what you want.
I don't know. Another know-nothing who's come up the river on a donut, eh, John? I don't know where you find him.
What's your problem, Cyril?
There's nothing that can't be sorted out, John. Nothing that can't be sorted out. You and I are going to have to come to a satisfactory agreement about my boy Zach's future legacy.
Hey, what's this? What's this?
What's what? What's what?
They're all the same records.
Eh?
That little Billy's turned me over.
He hasn't. He's done you a right favour.
Zach Zola and the Asteroids. God, where they dig these names up from? I mean, what's happened to your Bings and your Franks and your Perrys of yesteryear?
Don't worry about it. You got a right result there.
Result? Result? 500 copies of some unknown gurgling degenerate? I laid out hard-earned for these, and there's no way I'm going to unload them on Freddie.
You'll have your hand off. That's the late, great Zach Zola.
Late, great?
Don't you read the papers? He's brown bread, isn't he? Died of a heart attack or something.
I'm not surprised the way these so-called singers holler and hoot. Probably perforated his pelvis. Bing never done that in 50 years of culture crooning.
God help us.
No. You do not go to that great concert in the sky singing White Christmas with a punctured tonsil. I mean, where's the dignity in that? Anyway, how come you know so much about Tacky What's-It and his jelloids?
Hold up. Something else in it.
Something else? What is it?
That's a tape.
Tape? Oh, dear, I wouldn't like to ump the cassette around that goes into.
No, it's what they call a master tape. It's what they use in the studio when they're recording it all.
That's going to look lovely in a jukebox, isn't it? You've got to have a word with that Billy.
Stop whinging, will you? You're on a better earner than normal with this lot.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like a star, though, doesn't it, this one? Albert Trout.
Look, let's get this absolutely clear. Zach was signed to me. I'm his manager. I own him, dead or alive.
We have a contract that's still valid, Cyril. Those 4 unreleased titles we have of Zach were recorded under the terms of that contract. As soon as they're mixed down, I intend to release them.
You're releasing nothing.
There's no need to get unpleasant about this, Cyril. We can all still earn money.
Unpleasant? I'll tell you what's unpleasant. Zach and the band are into me for a fortune. PA, truck, roadies, birds, hotels. You think 14 lousy points on an album's going to pay me back all that?
Well, my information is that most of the bills for those items were never paid.
Oh, don't get lemon, John. Don't suit you.
Look, Cyril.
Look, don't piss me about, John. I want those tapes.
Well, that'll be a little difficult, I'm afraid.
Oh, yeah?
They're not here. The producer I've got to do the mix took them away. He's in Scotland for a week. Exactly where, I don't know.
We better find out where and a bit lively. No hard feelings, John. Business is business. Oh, almost forgot to ask. How's Shirley? In good health, is she?
Yeah.
And the kids? Let's hope they stay that way.
Very nice, Arthur. This one's getting a lot of play.
One for every jukebox you got, Freddie. Can't be bad, can it?
Yeah.
Tragedy, though. Rising young star like Jack and his adenoids, broken by the pressures of success.
Yeah, I know what you mean. This one's no good to me, though.
What? Oh, no, leave that. I'll sling it later. Terry, give Freddie a hand out with his cotcher, will you? And hurry it up. We've got to get over to the motors.
Yeah, all right.
What do you mean you can't find it?
Well, it's got to be here somewhere, Mr. Sutton.
There's Cyril Ash being down here.
Cyril Ash? No. What would he want down here?
Never mind. Just find that bloody tape and bring it to my office.
Terry, stop all that fiddling and bung up. Come and help me get this roof down.
I'm a minder, not a mechanic.
Terry, the geezer will be here to pick it up shortly. He's not going to part with a necessary wedge if he can't get the lid on, is he? And turn that racket off.
This racket's made you a nice few quid.
What?
That's it. The song, Zach Zola's single.
Zach Zola's single what?
His record, you bird.
Is it? Bloody rubbish.
Leave off, I'm beginning to like it.
Oh!
Yeah, it's catchy, isn't it?
That horrible little man. You must be joking. He can't get away with a thing like that.
If you'd been in this business longer than you have, you'd realise that Cyril Ashe has spent a lifetime in his own legend, and what Cyril Ashe wants, he usually gets, one way or another, none of which is very pleasant. Yes. Oh, yes, what do they want?
Happy motoring. There we are, Terence. Another satisfied punter. I don't know how I do it.
It's not hard to work out, is it? You lie.
I'm going down for a shave and a shear. All that grafting's made me feel tacky.
Oh, dear.
If I wasn't rushed off my feet, I'd clean a few cars.
Yeah, well, that's the difference between you and me, isn't it?
You and I, Terence. You and I. No, it's you. Don't tap me on the shoulder like that. It's disturbingly similar to the way the old Bill sneak up on you. How'd you know I was here, anyway?
Terry. Arthur, I've got to talk to you about that last lot of records you had.
Well, what about them?
Gave you the wrong ones.
Oh, don't worry, son. I've managed to unload them anyway.
Unload them? You mean you've already sold them?
Yeah, they're gone. Probably playing in every jukebox in London by now.
But what about the tape?
Tape? What tape?
There was a 24-track master tape in with the records.
Was there?
Oh, don't tell me you've unloaded that as well.
Important, is it?
Important?
Thank you. I'm not sure that I want to go to the mortuary to do that, Sergeant.
Is that just squeamishness, sir? Or are you refusing to help the police?
There's a young man who works for me who knew him much better than I did. He could identify him.
The way it works is this. Each track carries a separate sound or instrument, but recorded flat with little or no EQ. And then it's all mixed down to a quarter-inch stereo.
That makes it a lot clearer, doesn't it? How do you know all this?
I used to work in the business, remember? Did it have anything on the box it was in?
Well, yeah, there was a load of writing and that, names and things. Oh, yeah, some geezer called Albert Trout.
You're joking. You know who that is, don't you?
Mrs. Trout's little boy?
That's Zach Zola's real name. God, that tape must be the unreleased tracks he recorded months ago. I read about it.
I mean, it's worth a few, Bob.
Was Zach heading for #1 in the charts again? Are you kidding?
Well, that's all very interesting, son, but I can't see what you expect me to do.
Arthur, if I don't get that tape back, I'm likely to be arrested. Go to prison. I'll never get another job in the business. It's my future career. I want to be a producer. It'll be totally blown.
Well, I'm sorry, son, but I don't recall seeing any tape. You know, I think it must have got slung out with the rest of the rubbish. It's probably gone up in smoke now in the council incinerator.
Oh, no.
Can I drop you somewhere?
Sure. The river.
The river. River.
Well, sir?
It certainly looks quite like him.
You made a record with the man, sir. Surely you must know whether it is him or not.
Yes, I suppose I should, really, but when a person is, I guess, with all the publicity that surrounded his demise, if it isn't him, surely the lives out would have shown up by now, wouldn't he?
This little bloke that works for you, sir, the minute he shows up, ask him to contact me immediately, would you, please?
It's no good, Terry. As soon as Billy gave me the SP, I looked everywhere. It's gone. A star is gone.
Listen, Sharon reckons that tape could be worth thousands.
Yeah, I know. Billy told me the same. I must have slung it out when I was cleaning up the place.
Cleaning up, you? It's a laugh, isn't it? It's always Muggins who does that.
Yeah, come on. Dave's waiting for us.
Taking this a bit calmly, ain't you?
This is not calmness you're witnessing, Terry. This is stoicism.
Stoic what?
Composure in the face of great personal stress. I mean, can I help it if strength of character is one of my weaknesses? Rubbish.
Listen, the reward for the return of that tape must come to enough. It's just not like you.
Look, Terry, the tape has gone. What can I do? Even if it hadn't, what could I do? Take it back, say I'm terribly sorry, this got mixed up with some of your stock deficiencies, ended up in my warehouse, I claimed first prize. Yeah, you drive.
But you'd think of something, wouldn't you?
Terry, we're not talking about proper people. Claude could be called in. Personally distressing inquiries could be made.
Arthur?
Terence?
Nothing.
Hey, Billy.
Oh, hello, Mr. Ash.
How are you, son?
OK. Know what I mean?
Matter of fact, I'm glad I bumped into you. Wanted to have a little chat. Why don't you get in a motor? A bit more private, comfortable, you know what I mean?
Well, I've...
How come, what's the matter? I just got a little problem, that's all. Want a bit of advice.
Oh, OK then. That's the lot.
Well, put that last one in the bar, would you, tell?
Yeah, all right.
Dave, as I was saying, I'd be very grateful if you didn't mention this to anybody, especially Terry.
What's the secret?
Well, let us just say I have to conduct some very delicate negotiations, which, if successful, could put us all on an earner. Trust me.
Well, I don't mind keeping that tape tucked away for you, Arthur. Don't expect me to believe in miracles.
Well, I've done it.
See you, Terry.
When we gonna have one, then?
No time for self-indulgence, my son. I've got business to sort. See you later.
Yeah, but how am I gonna get...
27 bus, end of the road.
A little so-and-so's up to something, isn't it?
What, Arthur?
Who did you say?
Mr. Arthur Daly. He says... Excuse me, what was it you said?
Tell Mr. Sutton it's about Pachypolar and the asteroids, and it concerns a certain 24 tape figure.
You wouldn't be telling me porkies, would you, son?
I told you what happened. It's truth, honest.
You know him?
Never heard the geezer.
All right, where do I find this Arthur Daly, then?
No, the Winchester Club. Yeah, he's always in and out there.
Yeah, I know it.
All right, then. Thanks a lot, son. Run along.
Well, what do you think?
Dunno. He used to be right pals with Zach, didn't he? Was his roadie before things went reals.
So?
Something's not right. Tell you what, you hang around here. I'll go and sort this Daily geezer.
I presume this is some kind of practical joke, Mr. Daly?
No, Mr. Brown. I am a proper person, and my credentials are unaccountable. I never indulge in frivolity or jest in matters of business.
Well, in that case, I think it's a matter for the police.
No. That won't be necessary. I'm sure Mr. Sutton here understands my position. I am a humble functionary, a mere spokesperson engaged by my client to negotiate an equitable and satisfactory arrangement. In other words, cop and earner. I mean, that is, seek an agreeable conclusion for the safe return of said item.
My God.
Leave this to me, Lindsay, if you would, please. Let's just simplify this, Mr. Daly. Your client has our master tape, which will be returned to us if we agree to give him an as yet unspecified amount of money, yes?
In a nutshell, Mr. Sutton, in a nutshell.
What figure does this client of yours have in mind?
Well, as I understand it, in round figures, so to speak, I mean, strictly speaking, the number of readies I was meant to convey was 20 grand.
20,000?
It's ludicrous.
As a starting point for negotiations, naturally.
This client of yours, his name doesn't happen to be Cyril Ash by any chance?
Cyril Ash?
But you weren't sure, Mrs. Trout, were you? I mean, you weren't positive.
Is there something you're not telling me, young man?
Pardon?
Because you're behaving just like a policeman.
Mrs. Trout, I am a policeman.
Oh, I thought so.
Look, let me ask you this. Was your grandson in the habit of going around without any means of identification on his person?
Well, he was very fond of red underwear, my Albert. Always wore it, he did.
Red... Do we know what colour underwear the deceased was wearing when first examined, Mellish? What about distinguishing marks?
Oh, well, Albert was a bit too young to be what you might call distinguished. He was always a well-mannered boy, though. He respected his elders.
Actually, what I had in mind, Mrs. Trout, was distinguishing marks on his on his person, scars, moles, that sort of thing.
He was without a blemish, my Albert, and I won't have anyone saying anything else.
Blue, Gov.
Blue what?
With red trim.
You tell this client of yours that I'm prepared to pay a maximum of £500 for the tape, Mr. Daly. That's all it's worth.
£500? But,
Yes, Mr. Daly.
Oh, yeah, I'll pass the message on forthwith. But, I think I should warn you, my client is not a man who's like to be impressed with a mere monkey for his considerable endeavours in recovering. He said particular.
Recovering? That's an odd word for theft, Mr. Daly.
Well, I'll be off then. Doubtless I'll be back to resume negotiations.
£500, Mr. Daly, that's it.
Who is that, Claire?
I've no idea. But at least we know this tape isn't with Cyril Ash, which gives us a little breathing space.
One of the things you need to know about old ladies when you're interviewing them is that they'll do... No, can't be possible.
How's that go?
Yeah, but hold on. Arthur claims he hasn't got the tape.
Yeah, I know, but that won't stop Cyril Ash going to see him, if you see what I mean. Man's a right lunatic.
Yeah, well, don't worry about him, mate.
Yeah. Look, Tel, I've got to go now. Can I come and talk to you later?
Well, yeah, if you have to. Yeah, all right, yeah. Yeah, I'll see you then. Cheers. Yeah, Dave, has Arthur been back?
No, there was a geezer in here looking for him, though. Just before you come in, as a matter of fact.
Did he say who he was?
Cyril something or other. He seemed proper enough. I think he wanted to put a bit of business out of his way. I told him to try to lock up.
Oh. Listen, I think we'd better go.
I thought you brought me out for a drink.
Yeah, maybe later, all right? I think Arthur's in a bit of bother.
Well, isn't Arthur in a bit of bother? Well, it's all a great mystery to me, Mr. What did you say your name was?
Cyril Ash. You call me Cyril.
Cyril, yes. Look, supposing I did have this item that you mentioned, I'm not saying that I have, mind you, but if I did have, what sort of business arrangement had you got in mind?
Well, quite a simple one.
Mm-hmm.
You give me the tape, or I'll smash your kneecaps.
Oh, very reasonable. Very reasonable indeed.
I let you talk me into going out with you, and I end up on some errand of mercy. Would you mind telling me what is going on?
Well, I'm not sure myself. You stay here till I tell you otherwise, all right?
Wonderful. I'm into a conspiracy with Macho Man.
No, I'm emotionally attached to my kneecaps. Why should I lie?
If it's not here, where is it?
Yeah, where is it, Arthur? You must be Cyril Ash.
What's it to you, Sonny?
I just don't want to hit the wrong person, that's all. He's ruined that tie, you know.
You two have given yourself a very serious problem.
Nothing me and my boy can't handle. Right, Terry?
That's right, Arthur.
I'll be back.
You watch too much telly, Cyril. Now, what you been up to, eh?
Terry? Me?
Still got that tape, haven't you?
Tape?
Yeah. Listen, I'm going to hit you if you start all that nonsense.
What's she doing here?
Never mind about that. What's this all about?
Well, can't we go and talk about it over a drink?
I'll vote for that.
Oh, seems like a nice girl. And that is a full SP on my eyesight.
You've got to be absolutely crackers to think they'd stand for that.
But they did, didn't they? The man offered me a monkey.
But they're trying to steal it off you, Arthur. It's potentially worth thousands.
Hold on. He stole it off them in the first place.
Quiet. I'm simply asking for a just reward for having located same.
Nah, you should have caught what they offered while you had the chance.
Look, when it comes to negotiating business, Terry, I think I am the better judge.
You're going to think that, aren't you, when this Ash geezer turns up with a little firm?
Yeah.
Look, Cyril Ash is infamous in the business for his ruthlessness. Believe me, I know.
Well, if he gets physical share on, I can always rely on Terry.
He's wonderful, isn't he?
I think if Arthur insists on pursuing this, perhaps I could offer him some professional advice. Helping to screw Cyril Ash would give me a great deal of pleasure.
Would you like to rephrase that?
Cyril's never going to believe this.
How's that, Gar?
Nothing. Just get me to the nearest telephone box, right?
What about the girlfriends, Gav?
Well, what about them?
Well, I mean, the man was a pop star. Well, sort of, anyway, and they like to put it about a bit with the ladies, don't they? Must be one or two birds around who've had a real close look at him. Know what I mean?
It's a point. It's disgusting, but it is a point. Do you know, I'm sure that was Arthur Daly I saw there.
So how did you find out, Cyril?
Does it matter? Hey, boy, you look terrific. Why didn't you tell me?
Tell you? You're one of the reasons I wanted to disappear, for Christ's sakes.
Me? Hey, you must be mental. I am the man who took you to #1, son. Who's the lovely lady?
Now, if you want economical, my dear, this is positively frugal.
Arthur, I think you should just drop it.
No. A moped uses more juice than this.
No, I'm talking about the lark with the tape.
Drop it? Drop it? You've got brain damage or something. Sharon reckons it's got to be worth thousands to them, don't you, dear?
Well, potentially, yeah.
See, I reckon they've got to go to at least 5 big ones.
Yeah, well, they've offered you 5 small ones. Why don't you just take the money and run? What's he?
Blimey, Tell, I'm glad you're here.
Well, what's up?
Well, I don't know how to tell you, but the thing is, Zach ain't dead.
Well, what are you talking about?
He's in trouble and needs a bit of help. And I was hoping that you might, well...
Me? Nah, leave it out. I'm not getting involved in any reincarnated rock and roller.
This is getting positively bizarre.
Will this make any difference to the value of the TAPE?
Look, please, Tell, Cyril Ash has found out and Zach's gone off with him. Kidnapped, Jessica called it.
Hold on, who's Jessica?
That's Zach's girl. She's really worried.
Well, if he's not dead and he's been kidnapped, she ought to phone the old Bill.
Terry, in the circumstances, I think not.
Look, if Zach's still alive, you can't let Cyril Ash get hold of him again. Well, that's the bastard who screwed him up in the first place.
She's right, Till.
They got a point there, Terry. For our own protection, yours as well as mine, we ought to get the full SP on this.
I don't know why I stand for it. I must be bleeding mental.
Yeah.
What?
No.
I don't understand you, Zach.
It's Alan now, Cyril. Alan Trent.
Oh, don't be silly. How am I going to promote a name like Alan Trent?
I don't want to promote it. It's me.
You're Zach Zola. You're a star. The star that I, your friend and manager, made. Now, did I do all that for you because I want to be your enemy, eh? All I want to do is help.
Is that why you forced me to come here?
Forced? What, did I twist your arm, break your leg?
No, but you would have done if I hadn't. All you want to help is yourself.
We help each other, Zach. That's what it's all about. Now, look, I've got a new contract.
Oh, don't bother, Cyril. All your contracts are the same. I had one, remember? No thanks. You used to pour it down by the bottle. Yeah, well, not anymore.
You got religion or something? Have you got any idea how well the new single's doing?
I know. So?
If that little bit of nonsense you pulled ever comes to light, you could be in very serious trouble, my son.
So, when we saw in the paper that they thought that poor young man might be Alan, it just seemed...
Alan?
What's that?
Oh, yes. Well, it simply seems like a golden opportunity to get rid of this Zach Zola thing, finally and forever, and to disappear. Zach had been wanting to get out of the pop business for some time. So he decided to take on a new identity, Alan Trent, and we came to live here.
Excuse me asking, my dear, in this your darkest hour, so to speak, but does one hit record buy all this?
It could, I suppose, but it didn't. Cyril Ash took, or perhaps I should say stole, most of Alan's earnings during his shortened nightmare in show business.
Yeah, but I mean, you know.
Oh, I inherited it from my father. And Zach shares my love of horses. Well, it all looked like working marvellously. Until now.
Listen, you little ingrate. You could stay dead, you know.
But you'd never get away with it.
How am I going to get done for topping someone who's already officially dead, eh?
But what about the lady I live with? Well, she knows about you and everything. And me gran. Billy also knows I'm not dead.
Well, it's their word against mine, isn't it? And even if anyone believed them, where's the proof?
But what would be the point?
Oh, I don't know. Buddy Holly? Jim Reeves?
Hold on. Look, what you've done doesn't sound so terrible to me. I mean, it'd probably only come to a fine if it went to court, wouldn't it? So, if you think that Cyril Ash has kidnapped or abducted Zach, why don't you just go to the old Bill and let them sort it out?
I think Alan may be, well, not totally convinced that this is what he wants.
Ah.
I think he needs more time in his new identity as Alan Trent, to be sure. The excitement he got from being Zach Zola, the pop star, went pretty deep.
She's right, Tel. I've heard him go on about it. And if the police get to know the truth, well, all the resulting publicity, photos in the papers, you know, he may not be able to resist it.
Well, why should he resist it? He has talent. Why should he deny it?
And go back to all that heavy boozing and grief if things don't work out again.
Well, now he knows the pitfalls, he'll be able to handle it, won't he?
I'd just like him back here and safe, Mr. Daly.
I'll be in the car, right?
Yeah, okay.
Naturally, I wouldn't expect you to help without a fee of some sort.
Well, since you mentioned it, my dear, there will be certain expenses incurred.
Of course.
And we must treat it with the utmost delicacy, because I understand from Billy that the police have started sniffing around already.
You just get Alan safely back here and I'll handle Sergeant Rycott when the time comes.
Sergeant Ronnie Rycott out of Fulham.
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, my good God. Terry!
This is the third time I've called here, sir, and I thought you told me that this William Cronin, known as Billy, was an employee of yours.
Yes, well, he is. I'm sorry he isn't here at the moment, but he does spend a lot of his time outside the building, delivering product, messages, that sort of thing.
And you can't help me with that other point.
Well, I knew very little about Zach's private life, let alone the women that were involved in it.
I see. There is just one other little matter, sir. Do you know a man called Arthur Daly?
Why do you ask?
Oh, it's just that the last time I was here, I felt sure I saw him leaving the building.
Well, I have been discussing a business proposition with a Mr. Daly, but it has nothing to do with your investigation at the moment.
Really? You wouldn't care to tell me what is the nature of the business proposition, would you, sir?
With the greatest respect, Sergeant, it has nothing to do with the police.
Anything that Arthur Daly gets up to, sir, is always of interest to us. Oh, you will insist to William Cronin that he gets in touch with me as soon as he can, won't you, sir?
Yes, of course.
Keep an eye on him till I get back.
Yeah. How long's that going to be, then?
As long as it takes to get hold of this tape. It means having another word with this Daily geezer. On his own this time.
Thank you, Clarence. Leave your details in reception. We'll call you.
Sarah, you can send the next artiste down to the studio.
No business like show business, eh?
Demented Dave, you can go through to the studio now. You and your colleagues as well, Mr. Daly.
About time, too.
Looking for someone? Or something, are we, sir?
What's it to you? So?
I think we can safely interpret your behaviour as acting suspiciously on enclosed premises, sir.
Looking for me old mate, Arthur Daly.
Happen to have any identification on you?
Cyril Ash, Management and Enterprises.
What management and enterprises might that be, I wonder?
Rock and roll. Manage a couple of bands, do a few promotions, you know.
Cyril Ash, you managed Zach Zola, didn't you?
Yeah, I do. Did, I should say.
In that case, you might be able to help us with our inquiries, sir.
But that's preposterous. How could it happen?
Case of mistaken identity?
John, this is getting ridiculous. I really think we ought to call the police in on this.
Well, perhaps we should listen to Mr. Daly's proposals before we act too hastily.
Excuse me, there's someone trying...
No, it's perfectly straightforward. We reclaim Zach, from the evil clutches of Cyril Ash, and then keep him in protective custody, as it were, until he's fit and well enough to make a decision.
Oh, yeah, like agreeing for you to be his new manager.
Exactly what would you want should this somewhat unorthodox scheme of yours work?
Yeah, my personal assistant has the details, if you would, my dear.
We want 15 points on first release, but if we chart, we'll want the option to negotiate a higher percentage. Plus, what shall we say, 50,000 against royalties?
50,000?
He's still there?
Well, at least let me phone her to say I'm all right.
I don't think Sue would approve of that, son.
Then he's stupid. The longer I don't contact her, the more the likelihood is she'll phone the police.
OK. Just you remember, I'll be listening, all right?
Hello?
Can I take it we have a trade then, John?
I think we may have. Arthur, given certain provisos.
Name them, John, name them.
Can we get on with it? Nothing is finalised. That includes any advance monies until Zach is reclaimed and under your safe management, and the master tape is returned to this company forthwith.
I told you, darling, I'm perfectly okay. Don't worry. When this is all over, you and me and Billy will all have a nice meal at Garrett's, okay?
OK, Zach, time's up.
Well, what is it? What did he say?
He said, when all this is over, the three of us will have a meal at Garrett's. I don't know any restaurants of that name, do you?
No, but I know what he means.
It's a terrible thing to ask me to do, Sergeant. See my boy in a state like that. Terrible. Well, there was some doubt about the identity, sir. We did need to be certain. He'll be missed, I'm telling you. Look, made me feel a bit failed. Do you mind if I slip away? My head, you know? No, I'll be all right, sir. If there is anything else, we'll be in touch.
Well, what else could there be?
Well, you do business with Arthur Daly. Could be anything, couldn't it?
Of course, first you've got to find out where Ash is confining Zach. How do you propose to do that?
Well, Mr. Daly deals with the miracle side of our activities, don't you, Arthur?
No problem, John, no problem. I know faces that know places that know faces. Know what I mean?
Not really, no.
Excuse me, is there a Mr. McCann?
Yeah.
There's a call for you from a Miss Jessica Trent. She says it's urgent.
Hello?
Whose address is it?
Cyril Ash's associate. It's where they're keeping Zach.
How did you find out?
Well, the bloke's name is George, but Zach and Billy have got a nickname for him, see? And somehow Zach got a call to Jess. Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? Come on.
What now?
Yeah, element of surprise, Arthur. Element of surprise. Come on. So, no.
See? Element of surprise always does it.
What the hell is this? Don't worry, Jessica sent us to get you out of this. Is Ash here?
What? No, he's not.
Lively, Terry, lively. My leg's beginning to ache.
Come on.
Look, who are you guys?
Don't worry about it.
Arthur Daly, showbiz entrepreneur and personal manager. That is the nature of my endeavours, Zach. You are now in safe and reliable hands, my boy.
Well, where are you taking me? I don't want to stay in a hotel. I just want to go home.
Out of the question, my son, until we can find a way of stopping Cyril Ash giving you aggravation.
Look, I think you ought to know. I'm not at all sure I want to get into all that pop scene again.
How can you say that, Zach? Think of your public.
Turn it in, will you? Let him make up his own mind.
Well, things are a bit different for you this time. I mean, you might really hit the big time.
She's right. Your place is up there with the immortals. Like Big Richard and Little Bopper.
This is getting ridiculous, you know that, don't you?
I have to phone Jessica.
Yeah, all right, all right.
Hey, aren't you coming in?
No, I've got to get the tape and wrap all this up. Shut that door. Mr. Ash, what a coincidence. Just the man I was looking for.
Well, you just found me.
Now, I know what you're thinking, but you're wrong. Wait, where is it? I'm getting it for you this evening. That's what I was looking to tell you.
Tell me more.
Well, it got mixed up with a cotton of gear I sold a man, and when he found it, he gave me a ring, and he's bringing it round. This evening, first thing.
What time?
6 o'clock, first thing, this evening.
I don't want to have to come looking for you again, Daly.
Well, in the long run, it's your decision. I'm just telling you what I think, that's all.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, whatever. Thanks, Terry. I appreciate what you've done and what you're trying to say.
Look, don't decide too quickly, Zach. I mean, the business isn't all bad.
There you go, then. Much appreciated, Dave, much appreciated.
You all right, Arthur?
Well, let's say I'm coping. I must go, Dave. Listen, if Cyril Ash comes in, tell him I'm going to China.
China?
Well, Tibet.
I told you, he's gone.
Gone where?
West Wickham.
Terry, how could you do this to me?
What have I... didn't do anything. Look, he wanted to leave. It's his decision, innit? What do you want me to do, tie him up so we all get done for abduction?
You might have waited till he signed on the dotted. This could have been a big one. I could have been a Brian Einstein of West One. And you give me West Wickham.
You can still claim your monkey for the tape.
I don't believe it. The bloody thing's been demagnetized.
What's that mean?
What does it mean? What does it mean? It means some bloody idiot has left it close to a strong electromagnetic field, causing massive dropout, and for all intents and purposes, wiped the bloody thing.
Wiped it? What do you mean, with a cloth or something?
No, it must have been when you stashed it amongst all those magnetic toys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You daft bloody...
Hold on. That's not going to get anyone anywhere, is it?
He has a point, Lindsay. Yes.
All right. Where's Zach? And where's my tape?
I think you'd better play it again, Sam.